Hi there, I'm Dr. Funke Afolabi Brown. I'm the founder of Restful Sleep MD. And today we're going to be talking about a very fun topic, sleep trackers, which have pretty much taken over the market. And essentially, I'm not going to go into detail about the types to get, the best ones. There's so many online, there are hundreds and hundreds of them at this point. But what are they, and when do we use them, and does the data mean? Essentially, what sleep trackers are wearable devices that provide some insights on the type of sleep you get and potentially the quality of your sleep, and may be used to optimize your sleep experience. Now, the way we typically recommend measuring your sleep quality and assessing if you have an underlying sleep problem is by a sleep test called polysomnograph. And that test is usually either an in-lab test where you come to a sleep center and you have all kinds of wires, some leads attached to your head, some belts around your chest and your abdomen, some a nasal cannula and oxygen monitoring and all sorts of things. And that's really an in-depth test that can let us know if you have sleep apnea, if you have restless leg syndrome, if you have some other sleep problems. This test can also be done at home by a home sleep apnea test. That's the gold standard. And what those tests really measure is brainwave activities that will help us know if you're really in sleep, and if you're in sleep, what depth of sleep you're in, if you're in light sleep versus deep sleep versus REM sleep. We're able to tell all that. Now, sleep trackers, on the other hand, really are using sensors. They're relying on sensors to measure some physical variables in that sense, or some physical parameters, either your heart rate, your breathing rate, they're measuring movement. So essentially, they're algorithms that are inbuilt that would then extrapolate those information to say that, yes, you're sleeping, no, you're not sleeping, or yes, you're sleeping and you seem to be restless. And the accuracy of all these devices, it's not really clear how it compares to our gold standard, which is a sleep study. And also, at the end of the day, again, you're not necessarily sure how much of that time, for example, laying still, is sleep versus just laying still and reading a book or something like that. The device is not necessarily able to tell that difference fully. Now, there's some that are becoming smarter and smarter, and the technology is definitely catching up in terms of the accuracy, but again, how it compares to the gold standard, we don't know. Now, how do we use this wearable devices? Again, they're wearable. Some of them are not worn. So wearable in the sense of some may be a wristwatch, it may be a ring. Some you can actually put on your forehead. There are some you can put in your ears. There's some that are placed on your mattress, and some actually come with the mattress and sort of track your sleep over time. Some are actually just next to your bed, and so they're able to get an estimate of when you're sleeping based on the pattern of breathing and things like that. It's wild. It's like wild west how advanced some of this technology is. Now, who should use it? Again, remember I said it may enhance your sleep experience, but you can get a flip of it where it becomes an obsession. And one of the things that I recommend is really figuring out what your goal is. What's your goal in trying to track your sleep? Do you have a sleep problem you're concerned about? Are you worried that you have insomnia, or you have very restless sleep, or you have some other disorder where you're sleeping enough at night seemingly and you're exhausted during the day? Now, I'm listing all those things to let you know. If those are the reasons why you feel you should track your sleep, I recommend you stop and speak to your doctor, because every one of those, insomnia or restless sleep, tiredness or daytime sleepiness even after a good night's sleep, waking up in the morning feeling unrefreshed over a period of time, is definitely a symptom that something could be wrong with your sleep, and it could be a medical disorder, which a sleep tracker will not be able to tell you. If you're already not necessarily having issues with sleep, but you just want to get your sleep better and you want information to help you achieve that, to help you know, okay, Why is it that I felt more refreshed yesterday, but today I don't feel as good? What am I doing and what do I need to do to improve? Then it may be something to consider, because the sleep tracker can help you sort of monitor trends. And you can look back or reflect and say, oh, wait, I had some habits. I had caffeine, I had alcohol, and now my tracker is saying I'm tossing and turning. In that case, is it harmful? I don't think so. But the issue is, if you start to get to a point where you're now obsessing with the information, where even when you feel great, you wake up in the morning, you feel excellent, and your sleep tracker, whatever device you have, says otherwise, now you're upset, you're worried, you're stressed out, then you may actually be developing a whole different diagnosis, which it's been thrown around out there. It's not a formal diagnosis yet. It's called orthosomnia, where you now have this new obsession, which then may potentially replace good sleep that you should have. So when should you get a sleep tracker, or should you get a sleep tracker? My response to you is, what are you looking for? What is the reason? What is your goal? What are you hoping to achieve? And what are you going to do with that information? Is it going to become a new obsession for you? Or is it something that's going to spur you to maybe make healthy changes? Then it could be something to consider. So my word again is, find out what exactly is going on. Find out why you need it. What is going on with your sleep that makes you think that a sleep tracker is going to solve it? And then you can make a decision if you want to invest in one or not. So I hope that's been helpful. That's my stand. Again, we're still unveiling and understanding a lot of these devices. And right now, they do not compare to a standard sleep test. But then that's where the evidence is for now. If this has been helpful, I would love it if you share this video, if you like it, and comment. Let me know what your thoughts are about it. Do you have a fit sleep track, and how has that helped or augmented your sleep? Has it been a source of worry, or has it been helpful in terms of helping your sleep? I would definitely love to know. And if you are in a community or have a community where you're looking to improve health and wellness, and you need someone to come in as a speaker, as a coach, I'm definitely available for that. Let me know in the comments, or you could definitely reach me on my website. I'll put the links right there. And until next time, I hope you rest well.